Hey guys, this video is over our favorite system, the digestive system. So what goes in must come out. So food provides us with fuel to live, energy to work and play, and the raw materials to build new cells. All the different varieties of food we eat are broken down by our digestive system and transported to every part of our body by our circulatory system. The basic processes of the digestive system are motility, the movement of materials through the digestive tract; secretion, which is the secretion of digestive juices into the tract; digestion, which is the breakdown of food into smaller units; absorption, the transport of products of digestion into bodily fluids; and excretion, the elimination of waste. So why do we poop? So fun facts. How long are your intestines? At least 25 feet in an adult. Be glad you're not a full-grown horse. Their coiled up intestines are 89 feet long. Chewing food takes from 5 to 30 seconds. Swallowing takes about 10 seconds. Food sloshing in the stomach can last 3 to 4 hours. It takes 3 hours for food to move through the intestine. Food drying up and hanging out in the large intestine can last 18 hours to 2 days. Americans eat about 7 million pounds of peanut butter. Americans eat over 2 billion pounds of chocolate a year. In your lifetime, your digestive system may handle about 50 tons of material. So here are your digestive organs. We have the mouth up here at the top, the tongue, which is in the mouth, your salivary glands, which produces your spit, your pharynx, which allows material to go down the esophagus instead of into your lungs, the esophagus, your stomach, which then leads to your liver, okay, your gallbladder. All of these that say colon, your transverse colon, your descending colon, your ascending colon, and your sigmoid colon are all your large intestine. So on your diagram, when you label these, you'll label large intestine. Your duodenum, your jejunum, and your ileum are all part of your small intestine. Your appendix is just off of your large intestine. And then you have your rectum and your anus. So here's your picture to label. You notice there's some blocked out because you don't have to know all the different types of colons or necessarily just your duodenum or your ileum or your jejunum. We're just calling them the large and small. So you may want to pause this for a minute so you can copy down where all of these organs are in your digestive system. So how the digestive tract works. Food is masticated or chewed in your mouth. Saliva containing amylase is secreted to break down starch. The food bolus travels down the esophagus through the peristalsis. The stomach adds stomach acids and churns the food with muscular contractions. Bile made by the liver is secreted from the gallbladder. The bile breaks down the fats contained in the food. The food passes through the small intestine, where it is broken down further and the nutrients are absorbed. Finally, the food reaches the large intestine, which are your colons, where the remaining water is absorbed from the food. The waste material then passes out of the body. So if you want to see this in action, so here's your little guy. He says, "I'm hungry." Okay. So here he's going to eat. It goes through the esophagus, through the stomach and the liver or the pancreas, through the small intestines, then through the large intestines, and it out comes poop. All right, so here's all the organ functions. Okay, the anus is the opening at the end of the digestive system through which the feces or waste exits the body. Your appendix is a small sac located on the cecum, which is part of your small intestine. The esophagus is a long tube between the mouth and the stomach. It uses rhythmic muscle movements called peristalsis to force food from the throat to the stomach. So peristalsis is a rhythmic contraction and relaxing of the muscle move in your esophagus. So it kind of forces all the food down instead of allowing them to come back up. The gallbladder is a small sac-like organ located by the duodenum, which is again your small intestine. It stores and releases bile, which is a digestive chemical produced in the liver, into the small intestine. So without your gallbladder, you won't be able to digest fats as well. So you have to be real careful with what you eat. The liver is a large organ located above and in front of the stomach. It filters out toxins from the blood, and it makes bile, which breaks down fats and some blood proteins. The mouth is the first part of the digestive system where food enters the body. Chewing and salivary enzymes in the mouth are the beginning of the digestive process, which is the breaking down of food. Pancreas is your enzyme-producing gland located below the stomach and above the intestines. The enzymes from the pancreas help the digestion of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins in the small intestine. The rectum is the lower part of the large intestine where feces are stored before they're excreted or released. The stomach is a sac-like muscular organ that is attached to the esophagus. When food enters the stomach, it is churned in an acid bath. The small intestine connects the stomach to the large intestine, and the large intestine connects the small intestine to the rectum. All right, so that's the end of the digestive system. We're going to do a lot with this in class, so make sure you know the parts. It is very important that you know the order of how food travels through the digestive system and what happens in each section of the digestive system. If you have any questions, I will see you in class. All right, have a great evening.